All right, let's do this. KC against Vitality is ready to go. Semi-final number 1 for the ATR Cup, number 5. 2v2 edition. And now it's the battle of the big French orgs. Once again, a storied rivalry has a 2v2 chapter. This being a winner-takes-all tournament means only one of these teams can win money today. You're going to need to win this match and one more. If you do that, then you both take home $1,000. It's $2K for the winning team, split evenly between the 2 winning players. Why is KC in orange? Because Vitality was top seed, and top seed usually wants blue team. Team colors are a war crime. Yeah, oh! What shot by Zen? Yeah, the KC roster is usually blue, but this is a 2s tournament. What a shot by Zen. That is actually disgusting. It's almost like he lunged underneath the ball there with a pre-flip to pop the ball in the opposite direction. Yeah, there's no way anybody's going to see that coming. That is disgusting. You know, Zen's not been active in 1v1 recently, but I've got a feeling that if he was active in 1v1, he'd still be easily one of the best 1v1 attackers in the world. Whether he'd be able to keep up with the current kickoff meta, or whether he'd be able to stop the super physical and boost starving plays that other players are focusing on, that's a bit more of a question mark. And oh, he nearly did here. That would have been spectacular. Look at this save attempt from Zen as he tries to fly underneath Atow. Took a bit of a collision and nearly stopped the ball on the goal line, as Atow in fact ties the game with the air double bump. I'm baiting you with the titles. I think the title should be correct if you refresh. This is Vitality versus KC, 2v2. I think if you refresh your page, it should be the right title. These guys know each other super well. They play each other in rank 2s most days. All the top tier teams in the EU server are active in 2s ranked. Vatira completely dusts ExoTiiK to the ball, and that's a bit careless there by ExoTiiK, because Vatira is not really a player who's known for turning away from those kind of potential 50-50s, potential beats. He'll definitely go for that the vast majority of the time. I'm really not sure what ExoTiiK expected. I'm assuming that he thought he could get just a touch in the ball. But you must have knew that he was second place in that race. Now, the last time I did run a big 2s tournament on my channel was the unofficial 2s major. Zen's tied the game, meanwhile. That was the unofficial 2s major, which ExoTiiK did win with Durali and his team. Great fake there by ExoTiiK. Actually landed on Atow as well. That's a huge play off the ball by ExoTiiK. Yeah, all the French teams and all the Francophones did exceptionally well in my last 2s tournament I ran. In fact, I think they all made the semi-finals against each other. That included Juicy playing with Seiko, if I recall. They're not in today's tournament, but they played in the last big tournament I ran. They also made grand finals, lost to Durali and ExoTiiK. Zen played with Alpha 54 in that one. And then I think the last team was KC, Vatira, and Atow that you see on your screen right now. An expectedly close game in the opening game. It's always a very tense affair when the French players are playing 2s. Lots of low boost 50-50s, lots of extremely volatile positions where everybody will just get super close to the ball and try to read the point blank range changes of direction. Vatira didn't want to steal that boost because Atow was going to be the next player to drive over it. It's a good leave. Atow with a low boost reset. Still manages to flick it mid to Vatira, who hits the post. It's open now for Atow, who after hitting the bar briefly, does get the goal on the follow-up. Great pass by Vatira, and the bump as well. I mean, the setups have been perfect in the last 2 goals. It was ExoTiiK for the previous goal, now Vatira for this one. A credit to Atow getting so much with so little when it comes to boost in that position. Hard clear by Zen off the backboard. Another great touch by Zen. ExoTiiK with a flip reset bump, and it's side up. Oh, look at the distance Zen got on the initial touch. ExoTiiK reset, spots Atow, and just claps him out of the air. That is unbelievable. What a goal by ExoTiiK. A lot of players would not have even thought of that as an idea in that position. ExoTiiK not only thinks of it, but executes it to perfection. Zen unable to find ExoTiiK in the middle. Vatira, I forgot to mention, is back in the Fennec after 1 game in the Octane against Falcons in the previous round. Probably knew this was going to be a very 50-50 orientated lobby. The Fennec thrives in those kind of matchups. Atow cuts in, covers mid. Vatira beaten to the ball, but demos Zen in the aftermath. Atow chips it infield. Now Vatira and Atow in a 1v2. Not quite on the same page, but Vatira is going to go solo. In and out save by ExoTiiK. Doesn't hit it full power because he knew that it was going to go to Atow, who's given it away to Zen. That's a big mistake by Atow. Final few seconds of the game. And Zen in the air. It's not where you want to be when you're playing against him. Honestly, you don't want to be defending an aerial play from any of these guys late on. Vatira puts one through. And there was no challenge early enough. ExoTiiK's out of the game. Vatira fakes Zen out. And then half volleys it over Zen, who is still landing. Carmine Corp up by 1 with just 8 seconds left. What will Vitality do with their kickoff? They've been trying to lose a lot of kickoffs slightly right and slightly left today. They couldn't do it this time to set up an immediate goal, and they are going to lose game 1. KC come back from behind to take it. This has been a pretty back and forth game though. Very close, very tied for the entirety, and only 5 points different in score between 2 teams. That doesn't really tell the full story though. I'll hide the overlay for a second. Zen actually had a 924 point game, 6 saves. But as teams, they were definitely extremely evenly matched, and ExoTiiK did do a lot off the ball in the second goal in particular, and would not have got any points for that. We're just waiting on Vatira to ready up here for the second game. While we do that, remember to use !register to sign up to ATR next week, which will be 1v1. It'll be back to 1s. And use !SMIV to sign up to Salt Mine. If you've missed to sign up for Qual 3 Salt Mine, then don't worry, there's one more, but that will be the last qual. And if you're wondering, what's going on? How come you guys are talking about signups in every video and every match? Well, it's because it's actually an important metric to ensure that we're able to run more of these events in the future. So the fact that it is totally free to sign up means there really is no reason not to. If you're a fan of off-season tournaments, 1s, 2s, if you're a fan of the ATR Cup or Salt Mine, or any of the people who are organizing them, then yeah, be sure to check it out. So let's get game 2 underway. ExoTiiK and Zen have just lost their first game of the day. They swept round 1, they swept their quarterfinal. KC have just come out of a hard-fought round 2, hard-fought quarterfinal I should say, against Falcons. But when it comes to winning odd-numbered games, they've not really had too many difficulties today. Zen with a hover save against the direct shot. This is KC who have put them in a tough spot early on here. ExoTiiK half-flip challenge to take the ball away and now give it to Zen. Vatira, so difficult to mind game though. Looking for the counter-attack now on transition. He's faked Zen again. Vatira puts KC up by 1. Oh no, it's ExoTiiK this time. Vatira with the flip reset mind game. Now whether he got the reset or not doesn't really matter. ExoTiiK was challenging super high, expecting Vatira to go backboard or just for the top shelf shot. This time ExoTiiK does a great job with the early challenge. Take notice everybody, if you're up against a strong aerial player, someone who's air dribbling, and you're the first player to challenge in 2s, make sure to force them to go over you. Do not let them fake you out and go under you, because, well, A player's air dribbling under you, it's very easy for them at a higher level to get a flip reset and then put your teammate behind in a tough position as well. Now Zen's tied us up here again. Just finding a goal seemingly out of nowhere. Just pounces on Atow's loose ball, dunks on Vatira, and then scores before anyone can recover. Oh, what a goal. Oh my goodness, Vatira. That is outrageous. Just look at the speed of the play here. Ceiling double tap by Vatira. Completely counters ExoTiiK's back wall position. ExoTiiK was getting ready for a ceiling challenge, thinking Vatira was going to air dribble. Vatira wastes no time in launching the ball right past him. And the heavyweight battle continues. Zen and Vatira both firing haymakers today in these matchups. Anonymous Gifter, thanks for 10 gifted subs. Whoever you are, that's much appreciated. If you just got an anonymous gifted sub, be sure to thank Anonymous Gifter. Good speed by Zen on the read here. A missable open net, I'll say, as ExoTiiK wildly flicks it into the near post. That was an extremely violent flick into the near post. Probably not realizing how much time they had. Must be nice to have a player with fast reaction time following you up so that you can launch the ball into the backboard and still have them score it without any difficulty. Yeah, I know for a fact, looking at that shot, if my teammate in rank passed that ball to me, I am absolutely booming the crossbar. No way are my old man reactions getting me up in time for that. The ball is going straight into the bar, not even the underside of the bar, that's just going flat into the backboard and probably more likely to go into our net. I know you guys are probably all thinking the same thing. Don't lie, I know you're all missing that. Very easy open net. Clean out play again, Vitality lead 3-2. Zen in a bit of a pickle here though, boost stolen away, Vatira. Gonna try to capitalize straight away. Oh my goodness, what is Vatira on today? This is outrageous. This is simply ridiculous. Every single play is like in fast forward. Are we watching this game in 1.25 speed? The smallest advantages are being capitalized on with zero hesitation. Vatira has not slowed down for a beat in this entire series until now. Oh, and he nearly switched the pace up on them to score there. I mean, when you go up against a player like Vatira and he's dusting you to the ball as much as he has been in this matchup, playing ultra fast, and suddenly he just slows it down to a halt that, you know, can even mess with the best players and make it hard for them to know what's happening next. It's not about taping down boost for the entire game, it's finding moments when you can do that effectively and then knowing when to slow it down as well. Oh, Zen's way off of the read. Vatira, ceiling reset, back to the ball, but ExoTiiK this time has his number, shuts him down. That's some great defense by ExoTiiK. Zen left him out to dry there. ExoTiiK again doing huge work for Vitality in defense. Zen forced Atow early, but they're not able to get back. ExoTiiK, it was only able to get one save here. Couldn't keep the second one out. There it is, ExoTiiK getting dunked on. He needed to get that ball to safety. Atow dunked it back into the middle. Once again, it's Carmine Corp who are coming back and putting themselves in front. Surely that's going to be a tie game. Yes, it is. Zen's there, 4-4. It's a bit of an awkward one there for Vatira. He didn't get the read absolutely right. Atow was a bit worried about own goaling, it would seem. Vitality get a freebie to come back to a tie game. Fake kickoff. Vatira sends it down the line. Atow was in the area but not able to put ExoTiiK in a tough spot. Zen past one. Vatira lunges in and easily collects the follow-up. And that right there is why you've got to force challenges early in twos when your teammate's behind you ready. Of course, if you're in the second man position in twos, you've got to be ready for that challenge. A lot of your teammates' challenges in twos are going to get outplayed and you can just collect the ball for free while they recover. It's a big dunk by Vatira. Atow intercepts ExoTiiK's attempted clear. Vatira's looking for bumps. Zen stays safe. But Atow's managed to go past both of them. Now Vatira's turn. Sealing on the approach. Intercepted slightly by Zen. ExoTiiK's in a tough spot here. Atow fakes him out. It's gone high into the backboard. Zen is there. And he's actually going to get a pretty easy collection in defense. But no possession off the back of it for Vitality. Now Atow sealing reset. Vatira falls into the right position in follow-up. Vitality totally boostless here. Atow and Vatira looking to push for a late regulation goal. And it is Vatira uncontested. Atow to the backboard of the redirect, misses. That's a breath of almost a relief for Vitality, as they would not have liked to see an Atow redirect in that position. It's not over yet though. Vatira looking to keep the ball up. Now it's into overtime. Will there be any kickoff shenanigans? Fake kickoff towards Atow. Vatira waiting on the left, letting Atow cook here. ExoTiiK's taking the ball away from him. ExoTiiK down the middle. Reset, looks like it might not have landed, but he had a 50-50 behind it. It's a good leave. Flip reset pass there from Atow. Looking like a pair of seer bots out there. And now Atow is all over ExoTiiK's clear, and that's game over. Well, it looked like ExoTiiK had full control here. He came off the ceiling, but that's not faking Atow out. ExoTiiK just gets jumped on, and it is 2-0 to Karmine Corp. That was lackadaisical in defense from ExoTiiK's POV. He was really just simply hoping that Atow would respect the ceiling clear and back off, but he didn't have to. He had Vatira behind him, so he could simply advance. So just waiting on ExoTiiK to ready up here, then we can start with the next game. Might be the last game the way things are headed. KC looking like the team on this side of the bracket most likely to make it into that grand final. Remember guys, that we've got Chalkcast every Wednesday these weeks, so if you do want to tune into Chalkcast, this is a tournament presented by Chalkcast in partnership with Shopify Rebellion. So if you're enjoying it, then be sure to swing by in Chalkcast and let us know in the chat. We love to hear you guys feedback about the ATR Cups and any other questions, topics you guys have got in the off season. Best time to get us is in that podcast setting, in a more conversational setting. And honestly, the best chance to get your questions answered, if you do have any, is in the Chalkcast Discord. There's an Ask a Question chat, which we do try and finish off every podcast with. So do check it out, !chalked in Twitch chat or YouTube description. I wonder what the drama is going to be this week. Every time we do a Chalkcast, something else happens the next day. Team breaks up, somebody retires, a tournament gets announced. So we're only a few days away from some other massive announcement, I would imagine. They always follow Chalkcast. Chalkcast Wednesdays, big announcement Thursdays. Everybody's timing their announcements for right after our podcast. Joke's on them. We just want to force the announcements to happen, so we're all okay with it. Vatira 1v1 with ExoTiiK, but not for long as Zen comes back to help him. That's how you should be defending in twos if you're out the game. Got to come back and help your teammate. Rotating back post is only when your teammates are comfortable in defense. Not in positions like this, where you've got somebody going straight at your net. Zen is rotating straight back towards the goal here. He's looking to cover mid, but he can't get there. Vatira just too fast. Outplays ExoTiiK, outpaces Zen's recovery, and puts him ahead once again. Response from Vitality. Zen did not take long with this one. ExoTiiK's are involved as well. That's a great angle shot though by Zen. Definitely missable. And especially in situations like this where the series really has not been going their way. Can Vitality get a lead? Huge mind game. Vatira's going to have bruises on the front bumper tomorrow after face planting the post there. Oh, what a shot. Atow, top bins as KC lead once again. ExoTiiK's just not done enough there, unfortunately. Zen wanted to grab a small pad, rotate back around, but the clear was just a bit too close. It was in a strikeable position. It's going from bad to worse for Vitality. This is something I've seen happen to them before. Well, Zen, the only previous Vitality player I've seen in 2v2, but Zen in 2v2, you know, it can go pretty heavily in his favor or against him when I've watched in the past. The last time I had a 2s tournament was the unofficial 2s major. Zen and Alpha destroyed M80 in the quarters, and then they got swept by Gentlemates pretty handily in the semis. And it looks like this similar kind of story today. They swept round 1, swept round 2, and now they're just coming out second best the vast majority of the time. But Vatira and Atow have looked so locked in. ExoTiiK to Zen. Just going to ping it forward to the back corner. It does come back out to him, but that's more of a hopeful shot than anything else. And it goes harmlessly wide. Vatira now pre-flip. Leaves it for Atow. They're both so confident with their aggression. Vatira now skims it back into defense, where he's there to harass Zen, just bumping him out of the way here. ExoTiiK boostless, trying to get something. Really not getting much of anything here. CJ, thanks for the raid. Welcome, CJ viewers, to what you might have expected to be a close semi-final. It's turning into an extremely one-sided one. Zen misses the boost. It's wide open for KC, and they're up 3-1. It looks like Drally and Nas have already swept in their way into the semi-final as well. Oski, Toxic, Joyo, Oli tied up 1-1 after 2 games over there. This is looking like a sweep here. This is outrageous from KC. They have just been too good today. It's a great mind game by Vatira. Just getting better and better with every game. Completely controlling the pace of the lobby. And ExoTiiK and Zen have just not had any consistent responses. They've had intermittent responses, but there's not been a long period in this series where they've completely taken over and forced Vatira and Atow to reconsider their playstyle. Vatira does look completely unplayable in this series, though. I've got to point out just how impressed I've been with him in particular. KC as a whole have been incredibly impressive, but Vatira for me has been the man of the match here. Also Vatira, who came out and scored a hat-trick in the previous round against Falcons to win a Game 5, which was a very momentum swingy series. But can Atow put this one past him? Zen actually just plays it super calmly in defense. ExoTiiK didn't have boost when the ball came back out to him. I feel like ExoTiiK probably had an option to grab boost somewhere. It's been quite a few times in this matchup where camera pans around to ExoTiiK, who's not been directly involved in the play for a few seconds, and he's still on 0 boost. And that shows the pressure he's feeling in this lobby, trying to keep up with the play. And he can't play this one with any momentum either. Gets bumped out of the way. Atow makes it a 3-goal game. Little pop over Zen. ExoTiiK too slow to the defensive play and gets completely smashed into his own net. Half flip kickoff again by KC. They're going to this to just guarantee midfield play. I know a lot of people think in 2v2 this is a risky strategy, but KC clearly think it's the safest way to just get into a midfield back and forth. They've done it in this series and the last one when they've had late leads. They just want to avoid direct kickoff goals. 30 seconds left. Vitality have to score right now or this is going to be over. It looks like they might sneak one in. Oh, yes they will. Okay. ExoTiiK with the credit. I think he hit the inside of the post and it needed the own goal from Vatira. Yeah, that was bouncing across the face of goal. So if Vatira left it, ExoTiiK would have scored. Vatira might have been able to save it at the same time. Just get a little bit more side onto it. Play for the post pinch save. Oh, what a play! Vitality coming back late. Where did this come from Zen? Flip reset, dunk, and then a pre-flip finish. He's maxed the precision slider for that one. And they've got 17 seconds left to work with. It looked like a dead series. And now suddenly, Vitality are right back in it. ExoTiiK actually won the race to the boost. That was a free shot. Zen steals the boost to the far post as well. Vatira has 100 to defend with. And Zen and ExoTiiK have tripped over each other. Composure by Vatira in defense. And guides the ball to the ground. A great late surge by Vitality, but it's all for nothing as KC eliminate them with a sweep in the semi-final. They're advancing to the grand final already, where they will play the winner of Durali and Nas. Or actually, we're not quite done yet with the rest of the bracket. Oski, Toxic are trailing 2-1 to Joyo and Oli. So we can go take a look at what's happening there on Hootie Who's channel.